guys, welcome to Punk Rock Storytellers Unplugged. I'm your host, Brett Hesse. Tonight we have King Strang on he's with the Bridge City Sinners. He's a well-known solo artist. He's going to be doing some fundraising for the Gas Mask Fund. We understand with all the shit that's been going on in the country right now, like maybe broadcasting isn't probably the best thing on our part, so we want to do our part as performers and everybody we have on, try to help the situation. So I'm thinking of bringing on other charities like ACLU and other stuff into it. But let's have some fun. I'm going to introduce our guest tonight, King Strang.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Living.
Doing good, man.
Kinda, stressed like everyone else.
Oh yeah, it's getting more fun.
Yeah, sure.
Mini earthquakes in Yellowstone too.
The whole world's imploding. Perfect.
Yep. All right, but we're gonna have some fun for now. I'll toss it to you.
Yeah. I don't like to dwell on the dark stuff. I personally enjoy music because it's more of an escape. So I figured I'd start this one off with a new song I just wrote. Down here in Lubbock, Texas, enjoying the beautiful sunshine, wishing I was on a beautiful island where I could just escape it all. It's called Paradise Isle. Because music should be for fun. It shouldn't be for, sadness and despair. Even though I play folk funk, which is pretty freaking sad. It's not on Paradise Isle, just you and me, coconut trees dancing in the breeze, we'll dance and play, just you and me, just you and me. We'll find bridge of our own, live on the car our home, no worries, trouble or strife, just living the island life. Don't worry what storms may bring, in the rain we'll dance and sing, beyond gliders in the sand, on our beach just hanging in the night, just you and me, coconut trees dancing in the breeze, we'll dance and play all the live long day, just you and me, yeah, just you and me. Bridge my own, yes, live out the car our own, no trouble, no your slide, just live that island life, no world storm may bring, in the rain we dance and sing, me no gliders in the sand, on our beach just hanging in paradise, it's just you and me, coconut trees dancing in the breeze. Oh, say, all that live long day, just you and me, yes, just you and me, yes, paradise, oh, just you and me, coconut trees dancing in the breeze, yes, we're gonna sing and play, all that live long day, just you and me, yes, just you and me, just you and me, just you and me. Right. Can I get a favor? Will you find my kazoo? Left my kazoo upstairs, but it's fine. That's what I have a beautiful girlfriend for. While we're here, talking about my beautiful girlfriend and a cute little dog. I guess this next one now. This next one's a newer one too. It's off the new album, The Second Coming. I think you're gonna see a lot of these songs that are really just love songs over and over and over again. But this one I kind of stole the chord progression and the sound really of it from You're nobody till somebody loves you. That old Ink Spots or Mills Brothers. I like their rendition the most, but it's like an old jazz song. So I basically stole the melody and chord progression from that and wrote it about my girlfriend here. We had sort of a rocky start. So it's one of those songs about the dangers of falling in love and how scary that is sometimes. Because, you know, it doesn't always work out and it's not always fun. In fact, I know a wise man once said, it never works out until it does. So here's a song about the dangers of falling in love. It's called Why Did I Have to Fall in Love Again? Thank you. All right, that middle part there where I switched to just talking kind of instead of singing, I totally ripped off from the Ink Spots because they do it in just about every song. And it's just the same words, but instead of singing it, you just say it, and then you go back to singing. And it's cool and old-timey. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I really just rip off a lot of old tunes and do it worse. And then that's how you get King Strang. I figured, while we're here, you know, I'm doing a live stream. Normally I push people to my merch and to donate, but today we're donating to the gas mask one. The link should be in the description. And it's just one guy up in Minneapolis. He started off wanting a gas mask for him and his dad. And then he's like, why not try to expand and try to get some for our whole community? So it's trying to help out in like the most direct way I could possibly find. If you do want to purchase merch, All Flow Records, even this band, Beggars Canyon's up there too. All Flow Records is doing all merch proceeds for this week go to Black Lives Matter and the ACLU. But I tried to get some a little more poignant and a little more to the front line specifically, because you know that's where the good fighting is being done and where a lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of my friends, in fact. Kind of sucks I can't be out there because we're out here in Lubbock, Texas, but we're deep in quarantine to record the new Sinners album. So quarantine, stay safe, y'all. This is a 2-year anniversary of old Sad Boy Stomp. King Strang, the current rendition, has only been alive for about 2 years, and I feel like we've come a real long way. I used to be a sad boy, but now I'm pretty happy because I got this cute little dog that Flow Records won't let me bring to recording. So, like, buy merch from them, but also send them a message when you do it to let me bring my dog. Anyway, this next song, title track of the album, Sad Boy Stomp. Get the kazoo out. The classic King Strang. Need your kazoo. Oh, God. All right. I wrote the song, I don't even remember when. It's probably 2016, 2017. A couple years ago. I had all these songs sitting, and then my bud, I was planning on going to Portland and just busking for a living because I saved a bunch of money and didn't feel like working. He's like, "Do you have anything to sell?" And I'm like, "Not really." He's like, "I got this pretty sweet studio set up. If you want to record it, I'll do it for free." And I'm like, "Sweet, sure." So thanks, Chad. You're kind of the reason this all started. This is a song I wrote about being real sad, kind of being a little whiny bitch because I was a little whiny bitch. It's called Sad Boy Stomp. I recognize this chord progression. It's the same one as Let's Misbehave, the Cole Porter song from 1928, 1920 something. We're all alone, chaperone, can't get our number. No one's in slumber, let's misbehave. See, so it's pretty much the same as that. But this one's mine. It's called Sad Boy Stomp. It's about being sad. Right. Sad Boy Stomp. That's a classic. #1 hit song. That's not true. I think the #1 hit song, the one that I think is at least makes the most impressions in people's lives. Heard a lot of great stories of it. Lifted people up when they're feeling down. We went down to Mexico. I met a really cool friend there who translated it into Spanish, even though I didn't speak English that well. So it's the loosest translation you could possibly have. More of a reinterpretation, but it's probably like the biggest compliment I've ever gotten in my life. I got to learn Spanish so I can play his version. This one's called Don't Call Me Lazy. It's basically the same chord progression as the last one, just a lot slower. You can tell I don't have a lot of variety here. But this song I wrote because working sucks and fuck a job. And I really miss playing music and not having to work jobs and stuff. But fortunately, that's just not, it's not in the cards these days. So this one, I mean, it's one of the, I think this is one of those songs where you don't really write it, it just kind of falls out. You kind of puke it up, and then you're like, dang, people really like this one. I'm pretty proud. Probably the best song I ever written. This one here is called Don't Call Me Lazy. And I know there's a lot of you that haven't gone back to work yet. Hopefully haven't gone back to work yet. Fucking Texas has opened up like goddamn 4th of July down here. But hopefully you're still sitting at home, still quarantining, still staying safe, still washing your hands, still wearing masks, social distancing. The COVID is not gone yet. There's been like 10 more cases in this city since we got here. And it's not a very big city, but like it's still spreading, it's still going around. Keep your friends safe by staying away from them. So even though you're sitting at home all alone, you're not being lazy. You're probably still doing stuff. Even then, it doesn't matter. Sit at home and do nothing. Sometimes you need a break. That's the classic right there. Best song I ever wrote. Okay. All right, this next one. Well. Hello, Instagram. I think this is Instagram, right? Yeah, I guess we're live on Instagram now. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Hello, everybody. Live from Punk Rock Storytellers. Unplugged. This is my dog, Bug. We're here raising funds for a gas mask fund to send money toward the folks on the front lines out there in Minneapolis. If you got any donations or you want to, support the cause at all, the links are in my last post on Instagram and Facebook. You can find in the description of this video. So you can find all the links there to donate, help people get some gas masks and keep fighting the good fight, because apparently they're now releasing the army on their own citizens. If you saw Trump's speech about an hour ago, it's kind of difficult to be doing this at a time as such, but it was planned before the world went to shit. So I guess here we are trying to do the best we can. Kind of wish I was out there. It really sucks being sitting at home when I should be burning cop cars. I don't know. I know everybody's not into the whole violence and destruction of property and stuff, but riot is the language of the unheard, and There have been peaceful protests since the Rodney King riots in LA. I don't know what you can do. People just keep dying and people are still upset about it. I don't know. This is your next song. Nothing to do with any of that. Because like I said, music is a release. It's an escape. I'm trying not to think about the troubles and woes of the world now. You know? I can't do much to help. Except donate, I guess. This is a song about getting wasted. Speak of the devil. Whiskey got freed up. Cheers, everybody. To the end of the world, I guess. There's earthquakes in Yellowstone now, too. We're imploding. Hug someone you love, get wasted. The song's about getting wasted. That's really it. There's really no story behind it. That's the whole. Yeah, fuck the police. I agree, Wes. Miss you, bud. Hey, Cab. All cops are bastards. Sorry if it's your uncle, but he should take his badge off, really. Okay, this one's about getting wasted and having a good time. That one goes out to everybody spending their quarantine getting wasted. Cheers, y'all. We should do one of those videos where everybody has the brush, the makeup brush. So you start off, you're like, oh, I have my makeup brush, you know, but it's a beer, and you're like, I have a beer, and then you go cheers, and you're wasted. Let's start that one. That's a new trend we should do. Happy quarantine, happy end of the world, happy riots. Everybody donate, get some gas masks to the people's in need. I also want to do a shout out to all my friends getting shot by rubber bullets and tear gas and shit. Like, thank y'all for being out there. I mean, I know you don't want to get tear gas or shot by rubber bullets or even like be violent. You're all just out there like speaking your mind. And apparently that's enough to get you shot. To the people out there burning cop cars, keep it up. Flip that shit. Fuck the police. Just saying. I know violence isn't always the answer, but you know, I'm quiet for a while. My bad, fam. This is a good video idea. We're gonna do it, I think. One of these days. Meet some friends. I got friends who are up to it. Tails, Street Corner Thieves, y'all are up to it. That's for sure. All right, who we got next? This song here. There's another popular one on the old Spotify. I wrote this song. I ripped this song off from C.W. Stone King. His is jungle lullaby, mine's gypsy lullaby. But you know, when you're feeling real sad and you're like, nothing else is gonna help me, maybe I can call on the powers that be, the spirits of old, the wisdom that is gone in the past. Support and solidarity, you're right, Rachel. Someone could call their gypsy friends and tell them to hex the cops. Put some evil spells on them. This one's the old gypsy lullaby. Yeah, this time it's gone for Disneyland. I gotta find that old caravan with that gypsy. With a prayer for me. I said I pray to God for you. Good in hell, yes, now it's dark and dark well. Cause in hell we need to be. Israel, you see. I said, Jesus, tell me what you see. You did Christ for me. Is it good to be a living man? You're the last thing that I have said. Should I live or should I die? Singing that song that always makes me cry. Gypsy, gypsy lullaby. I said, gypsy, tell me what you see. You make Christ for me. Is it good to be a man? You're the last chance till I buy it. I say, should I live or should I die? Singing a song that always makes me cry. Gypsy, gypsy lullaby. Alright, I forgot to mention there's another song that I ripped off of that song. You're gonna see this as a trend. Most of the songs are just rip-offs of other songs. But really, that's what country music, old-time music, jazz music, all is. Everybody uses the same chord progression. You can't be upset about that. But it's What the Rain Will Bring by Pokey LaFarge, you know? Sometimes it starts as soon as it starts. Other times you wish you had no thought, and you just never know what the rain will bring. So there you go. There's that one. That's what I ripped off there. Alright, this next one's a special request. I mean, it's not really too special, but this is a song here. This next one I wrote about my favorite bar in the country. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah. I would tell you to go check it out and what it was, but I don't want to incriminate anybody. I was spending a lot of time there. It's like a home away from home. Love everyone there. I miss you, my Salt Lake crew, a lot. You know, there's pros and cons. Salt Lake. This bar is a pro. I promise I won't tell anyone which bar it is. This one's a fun one. It's a dancing number. I had my cousin playing it for a swing dance lesson crew. I don't know, practice crew. It's a song about having fun, having a good time, not giving a shit, not worrying about what the world gives you, just worrying about what other people give you for free. This one here is called Cocaine. Real good time. Easy, turn your bad thing to the good night. Do more I've been in, I'm sure. Rub me for my double. Keep me coming back. Cause it keeps me feeling right as rain. Still pale, and a bang. Give me some of that good cocaine. That's that we're having a party, having a ball. My guess before I found it, and I know I gotta go. Goddamn morning, got it all. Think of that morning, I gotta come on something make you feel alright now. Listen up, boy, you don't need a bag of me all night. Listen to bad man, you're no good. Right no more, I'm missing out sure. Rub me on my double, keep me coming back. Cause it keeps me feeling right as rain on the show. Pale, and a pain. Give me some of that good coke. Give me some of that good blow. Give me some of that free coke. Hey! Right. See, that's a fun one. We're having a good time still. Just because the world is ending doesn't mean you can't smile and laugh and have a good time and do some cocaine, you know? Free. Don't pay for that shit because then you're addicted and it's dangerous, you know? But if you're just having a good time, just have a good time, you know? I wish there was more to that song to explain about what it is and how much it means to the world and whatnot, but there really just isn't that much to say. I try to keep off the heftier subjects. But, like, I don't know how many more songs I know. We're getting kind of toward the end here. I guess I could sing. Here's a good one. This is a song about back when I was living life a little more on the road and whatnot. I wasn't trying to settle down. I was like, nobody's gonna hold me down. My wild and reckless days, you know. Before I settled down, found a lady and got a dog and trying to buy a house. And wait until that market crash has come up on this COVID shit. Yo, if you're trying to come up on COVID, invest. Get my Robin Hood link, man. Both get free stocks and free dough. Stock market game, you know. Because capitalism's falling, it's probably a good time to get out, but whatever. You can't beat them, join them unless they're caught. You know. I guess if you can't beat them, all right. All right, this one is called Can't Be Your Man. This is a good one. It's for all you roamers out there. Being once in a gal, not your mind, I can't do no other time. Gonna get the guy, better get two. Well, one for your buddy and the other for you. Yeah, I got no need. Set up down, get a little more life in my little town. Got me my get that deal, ain't nothing to give me your mind. I'm sorry if hard up to you. Let me give me just a few more years. I'll be ready for a house and home. Till then you better all on my head. Wanna stand. When I pull the road across this land, I'm sorry, baby, but I can't be your man. Yes, I'm sorry if hard up to you. You have to give me just a few more years. Like, I'll be ready for a house and home. Till then, you better all but don't get yeah, you understand. That I'll go the road across this thing. I'm sorry, baby, but I can't be your man. If you're gonna get a guy, we better get you all one for you, and the other you. I got me, I'm gonna look for my sweetheart. I do. Love me. Hello, damn girl, you know I'm town. Just the man in your black, you ain't got to give me on your mind, yeah. I'm sorry for the tears. I could have to give me just a few more years. I'll be ready for a house and home. Till then, you better all but none, yes, yeah, don't understand. But I'll go through across this little town. I'm sorry, baby, but I can't be your man. Yeah, don't understand. When I got a little more time for a few more. I just have to remember what songs I wrote that I know how to play. Wait, what am I forgetting? The song that I wrote, I know that I'm forgetting about. I don't think there's any more. I don't think I have any more that I can actually play. I have one more. So I have 10 minutes to go. Oh. I'm gonna do one that inspired me a lot, you know? Because I feel like that's important. I feel like it's a story to tell. This is actually a pretty good story. Me and my buds in college, right? We were smoking a blunt or rolling up a blunt, and we're like, you know what we need to do? We need some good blunt music to go on. Right? And so I've typed into YouTube, I don't even know what, Mr. Sunshine, the Devil's Flower, or something like that. It's like some old country song. Marijuana, the devil's flower. If you use it, you'll be his slave. You know, that kind of shit. But the next thing on the related videos on the side was like weed songs from the 30s. And the first one was this one, Weed Smoker's Dream. And it basically ruined my life because then I realized that jazz was pretty freaking cool. And that all those dudes were pretty freaking cool dudes. And they were all like just about as punk rock as you can get. This one here is called Weed Smoker's Dream. And if you want to know what I want to sound like, just look up Harlem Ham Fats. Because that's who I'm trying to, so I'm trying to make it to that point. Harlem Ham Fats and Lucille Bogan. Smash those two together. That's like the sound I'm going for. I'm not going to make it there, but I'm going to try it. This is called Weed Smoker's Dream. Everybody should look it up. Donate if you got a chance. Or cook up some Molotov cocktails in your garage. Feel so inclined. This one's called Weed Smoker's Dream. Yes, you're seeing a million, love every day. Can't make no money, trust, give yourself away. Why don't you do now? Like me, you want it. But that's not on the market. Can make a million too. Yes, I met a better woman. She bets on every hand. Drinking motherfuck you just everywhere she live. Why don't you do now? Like me, you want it. But that's not on the market. Can make a million too. Yes, I'm in a good-looking friend down by the jail. Well, everybody knows she got there. Someone say, what do we do now? Like me, you want it. But this stuff on the market can make a million too. Yes, you're sitting on that mean load every day. Can't make no money, just give yourself away. What do you do now? Like me, well. But the stuff on the market can make a million too. But the stuff on the market can make a million too. All right, I got just enough time for about one more. This one is my personal favorite, but don't call me lazy as favorite of others. This one here is about Evan Williams, Miller Lite, and whatever else is cheapest at the store. It's about, not worrying about how fancy your car is. It's about not worrying if you got fancy clothes or not. It's about all that stuff. Right? You know what? We can have a good time no matter how poor we are. And you know what? Honestly, the fancy, expensive stuff, this really isn't worth it in the end. It's called poor taste. Because I genuinely do have poor taste. My jeans are from Hot Topic. I don't like fast cars, or whiskey bars. Yeah, get a slow damn thing. I like my rusty man, my pretty girl. Yes, that's all I need. When they say, let's go down that park and smoke cigars, I said, see you later, man. All right, Parker, I'm okay. I'm okay, yes, I'm all right. All right. Don't take for the fun of things in life, oh no. My friend said, don't wash your shirts, whatever, yeah. It's like I got better things to do. They like to roll around, keep that down. Yes, and sing the bells. Cause we got no need for money, we got shoes on our feet, yeah. We're digging dumpsters, and garbage cans to eat, cause we're okay. Okay, yes, we're alright. Alright. Don't play for the fun thing you like, oh no. I said, I'm okay, yes, I'm alright. Alright. Don't play for the fun thing you like, oh no. Don't play for the fun things in life, here comes. Don't play for the fun things in life. Alright, where's my boy at? That is all from old King Strang. How we doing, bud?
Might want to unmute that before I start talking. Doing good, man. This is Rihanna. She helps run the page. It's my
Hi,
girlfriend.
Rihanna. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Going to be sitting in on the interview.
Cool.
Or whatever you want to call it.
That's what it is.
The chat. I needed this tonight, man.
What's that?
You did so great.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
You did so great. I needed this.
Yeah, fun times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love when you held up the Evan Williams bottle because I have this subtle joke in every episode where it's like some kind of product placement.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my daughter's house.
So we'll get a nice Evan Williams sponsorship.
Right.
Well, we should.
We're all about the
When's
pre-show.
that
So. Right.
We'll send it all
Yeah,
your way.
sign me up.
Lifetime supply.
Okay.
That's how we should do it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
What do you think? That's bugs. What is it?
you want to go?
I mean, we can jump right in. Thanks for doing a fundraiser for the gas mask fund. Can you tell us anything else about that? I know you mentioned it briefly.
Yeah, I really don't know too much about it. We Flow Records like yesterday decided we were going to donate all our merch proceeds for like the next week or so, all the Black Lives Matter into the ACLU, which are both doing like really good work, doing like, keeping up people safe and like that stuff. But I kind of wanted to find something for my personal stuff that felt a little more like direct action, like going to one person and that's going to get distributed to the front lines. So I, Googled best places to donate and I found the gas mask fund for Minneapolis, and it's just one guy. He's trying to raise money to give gas masks out. It started off as just him and his dad, and now he's like, maybe I should just keep this going and try to give everyone gas masks so we can still stay out here and stay out here, speak our piece, and like get our voice heard without getting attacked.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's going to be more important now than ever.
Oh
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a rad charity. So.
And then you're also playing in honor of your 2-year anniversary for Sad Boy Stomp. That's awesome. Love to hear those songs.
Yeah, it's fun. It never meant to happen. This is all an accident.
So did your solo music come first, or did your work with like Bridge City Sinners or other bands come first?
Definitely. Well, so the Sinners started because I was playing with our original washboard player and clarinet player. We were playing like old jazz tunes, kind of like the stuff I'm playing now. We probably did Weed Smoker Stream, honestly, the second to last one I just did. We probably played that song. it's my favorite. But like, so we started off doing that, but then I met Libby, and then it kind of built up into like a bigger, like full-on band thing. And I left to Salt Lake for a couple of years, and so that was when I started a full-on jazz band, which what I was trying to do with the Sinners at first was like just have it be like an old school, like jazzy kind of band. But then took this other like sort of more punk direction, and like they weren't really doing nothing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come back later. And then after spending a couple of years in Salt Lake, I kind of really missed the punk attitude of it, and like the fun raucousness of like not being dressed up in a tie and suit and like playing house shows and stuff. So I ended up coming back. So it's kind of like they kind of blend together. They're really more just two sides to who I am than like what came first.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You guys are fantastic, by the way. Like we saw you twice last year when you were in Milwaukee.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And I think we were slated to see at Cactus Club, I think, again, but obviously life.
Yeah, it's like
don't get me started. We had 100
twice
tour
in 4
dates
months.
You had what?
100 tour dates canceled.
Oh my God.
Well, me and Luke, because we had another tour in between Sinners tours and other stuff involved. But I added it up, and it was over 100 dates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they'll happen someday.
They're all getting rescheduled. Don't worry, they're all going to happen.
I have an old coworker whose music I turned, your music on to him, and he texts me all the time. He's like, "Do you know when Sinners is rescheduled yet?" And I said, "No one knows that yet."
Yeah. Apparently Europe is like giving up for the entire year, even though another one of the bands I play in, Teon Street Corner Thieves, they're still rocking and rolling for October. The booking agency we're going through is still thinking that it's going to happen. So maybe October stuff will get back to normal, but it's looking like August and September are out. For sure.
Yeah, and some of the guys from that group are they still doing the kind of like mobile shows they were doing from their van or bus or something I saw earlier?
I think so, yeah. I think we go out about once a week, every couple of days, just like,
That's so good.
Yeah, those are the good homies. Sean and Connor, what's up, dude? Miss you guys. Those are my dear friends, man. And the bus idea was so cute, man. I'm like, damn, this is gonna get picked up by the news quick. This is adorable. Go by all your fans' houses and play 3 or 4 songs in your bus and then leave.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
I was actually with them when COVID hit. Like we were supposed to plan a tour down through Texas for Folk Shit Up. You'll all be like it was gonna be like the biggest folk punk festival of all time.
Yeah.
Like it was Folk Punk Woodstock. Like every band I know through the whole country was supposed to be there. Like it was gonna be all DIY, all cool, just like hanging out with your friends. Like not a lot of money to be made, but like all your friends in one place, like family reunion. And like a week beforehand, COVID hit, and I ended up leaving those guys up in Colorado and coming back to New Orleans.
Yeah. And then you said now you're in Texas, is that right?
Yeah, I'm up here with my girlfriend's mom. We're kind of quarantining extra hard. Her sister's gonna have a baby, so.
Oh, okay.
The Sinners are recording a new album here soon. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
well, it's good to hear.
Got some people immunocompromised, so we're trying to quarantine real hard and then get up there, lickety split, stay quarantined, and like kind of buckle down, write a new album. So new Sinner stuff.
That's awesome.
You heard it here first. Probably shouldn't have said it, but whatever.
Well, we're happy to know it.
Yeah.
You said you were in Lubbock?
Yeah. Lubbock, leave it.
Hometown to Buddy Holly.
Yep. That's about it.
I like Buddy Holly, so it's just like.
Yeah, they got a whole center for him down here. Too bad it didn't really take off. There's not a lot of rock and roll. It's kind of a whole lot of nothing. This place is not quarantining at all. Completely open. No one wears masks. It's terrifying.
Yeah, that's how we are here too in Wisconsin. I don't know how long ago we reopened.
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I guess, and it's been crazy.
Oh no. Well, so much for playing shows, I guess. Everyone's gonna cancel again once the second wave hits.
Yeah, exactly. And some bars around here have already started trying to like book live music, which is like, I get it. I want to see it too, but like, don't. And now all the bars that were doing it all had outbreaks, and it just
really.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we went to the protest on Saturday night here, which is very small, very spread out. It was like a street corner. So I'm like, yeah, I feel like I could stay away from people and still be like, I'm here, I swear. Nothing was really going on, but like where we parked, we walked right past the bar, and they had a band playing, and like the patio's full, and I'm like, what is going
Mhm.
on? Like, how are you people thinking that this is just okay? It's a wild world.
Right?
Yeah, great mad times we live in. I tell you, mad.
Yeah, that's to put it lightly.
Yeah, right.
Libby says hi.
Oh, hey, hi, Libby. See you soon. I'm supposed to pick her up in San Jose in like 2 weeks, a week and a half.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, to avoid the COVID. Taking a rental car.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
How have you been handling quarantine and everything else like that? Have you picked up any like different hobbies or arts or anything like that to keep you busy or working or anything else?
Well, I've been in New Orleans, and so it's a very community-oriented city. So they kind of more quarantined to our block as opposed to our house. So like our neighbors still hang out. We just don't hang out with anyone else. And so one of my neighbors was a contractor, and he was working on this house, like remodeling the house. And so he just hired everyone on the block to help him remodel the house so no one was broke. And so I kind of ended up learning carpentry, and now I'm a carpenter. So I learned a new trade, and also have been working like every day until like 4 days ago when we got here to Lubbock to try to quarantine even harder than we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been, a whole lot of not seeing a lot of people and
Yeah.
a lot of isolation.
Yep, I feel ya.
Yeah. Crazy the right in mid quarantine. It's like conflicting views. I want the world to be safe, yet I also hate cops. Like, what do you do?
Right, exactly. I think I'm finally going to go out. We're in kind of a smaller city between Milwaukee and Chicago, in Kenosha. And there's been a couple small things. Yesterday got kind of big, but tomorrow there's supposed to be kind of a kneel in. So I feel like there's going to be room to like properly space out. So I think that's when I'm finally going to jump in, because the same thing is I really, want to fight what's going on, but also I don't want this to keep spreading.
Yeah. It's like, which cause do you care about more? Like, not
Right.
or like needing to gather. It's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that's why we have these things where we can donate money and hopefully participate in the ways that we can.
Yeah, I really wish I could be out there, because you know what? Gas masks also filter COVID-19. Perfect. You win. You wear a gas mask. You're not only safe around people, you're safe around tear gas.
I can't believe you found a way to fight both major problems in the country.
It was an accident. I just thought of it right now.
We've solved politics just as a whole. Just
everybody wear gas masks. Perfect. Except for like the military's coming in, the National Guard are going to start using live ammunition on protesters. Whatever. Hey, they don't stop bullets, so can't win against
right.
bullets.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what goes with that.
Yeah. Well, historic, at least. We're living through history.
Yeah, through gritted teeth.
Yeah. At least you get a
I am hoping that some awesome change does come out of this.
Yeah.
Like, I am staying a little optimistic despite how bleak it is coming out.
Yeah. The goal is that it ends up better than it was.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And honestly, I think violence is the only way to make yourself heard at this point, because obviously passive protests haven't worked since, I don't know, when was Martin Luther King?
Right.
Yeah, he's dead too. He got murdered too. So clearly being
right.
passive doesn't really work out. So hopefully.
Right. It's just the same cycle over and over again. Yeah. So right now it's kind of the perfect storm.
If only we had leadership that made a difference.
Right. Exactly.
No, all walking backwards.
I'm afraid to look at the news every day. No.
I wish too much life escape too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I was telling her during the stream, it's like, dude, I needed this so bad as you're playing. I was like, but I got to stop reading the news right before I stream.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I just watched Trump's little announcement that he's enacting basically martial law. If you don't take the National Guard, you get in the army, And I'm just
right.
How am I supposed to promote music during this time?
Right.
I don't know what to do. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty helpless.
Yeah, I think that's a common sentiment right now.
It's gonna be harder now. No social media because of fact checking.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like of all times to start fact checking.
Right.
This would have been great 4 years ago.
Right. Right.
During
Twitter, what are you doing, Twitter? You know who's in charge right now?
Right. Ugh, yeah, very frustrating. Definitely could have used it like one election ago.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. But we do appreciate you coming on because I know that I've been through this whole thing from the beginning of coronavirus on to now with crazier, bigger things happening, leaning completely on music. So we do appreciate you coming on and playing some songs, taking our mind off it for a little while.
Yeah, I like you guys doing something different, not just playing music, giving a little something extra to make it more interesting, a little less just like,
Yeah.
again for my bedroom. Storytellers.
We started it off as like a live stream just to like give everybody like a platform, but then it's like all these cool people started coming on, and it's just like, damn, I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
So we're cycling through some of the old guests that were really fucking awesome. Like when they're on, it's like they seem like such cool people. Like Mario, who's on tomorrow, like was one of those people. And I'm like, I gotta have him on as soon as we go new format.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good way to kind of feel like it's a new thing and not feel like it's just there's another one.
Yeah, we've also noticed musicians love talking. So some of these were like, oh yeah, we started it and we're like, it'll be like 20 to 30 minutes for like each whole video. And it's like some of these are 2 hours because they just don't stop. But it's good though.
Without an ego, it just doesn't work.
Well, and then like the chats at the end too, they just get to be so fun. Like we eventually like I don't know how to end them most of the time because I realized we were talking like 2 hours and I was like, oh fuck, we gotta go.
I like how this one has a timer so I know how long I've been going.
Yeah, it's kind of rad, and you can broadcast the comments too. So
yeah, I saw.
We just switched over to this format a couple weeks ago now, I think. So it's been fun seeing the different things we could do because before we were just on Facebook Live and not doing as much.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. Like I think Derek Zanetti from Homeless Gospel Choir was the first one to do this.
Oh,
like
okay,
the first real episode. Yeah, I guess you guys have played with them.
Yeah. We played. I'm pretty sure we did two shows. Yeah, I think we did Seattle and LA with them. Yeah, it was a short brief, and it was within a 3-day span. So we played Seattle. They played the Bay Area with Harley Poe, and we played Sacramento. And then we both played LA the next night. So it was like, hey, great show. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, we gotta go. We're driving 5 hours through the middle of the night, waking up, driving the next 6 hours in the morning, get there, set up, play, and then like wake up the next day. We got like another 17-hour drive. So we didn't really get to hang out too much, but they seemed like great people. Brutal.
You guys also played.
Oh yeah.
What happened with Luke?
Well,
I gotta hear this.
Luke, my girlfriend here, Kit, wants me to tell a story about Luke puking in his boot. I don't really recall. We were hungover in Massachusetts somewhere, I think,
and they won't stop for nothing.
And we won't stop for nothing. No stopping for puking. So he whipped out a plastic bag, stuck it in his boot, pulled it around the sides, and puked in it. So handy tip if you ever can't stop. Oh yeah, it was after we were broke down in Connecticut. Yeah, we were broke down for like 24 hours and could not find it. Like we couldn't get out. Like nope. It was like 5 o'clock on a Friday, so all the auto parts stores were closed. All the mechanic shops were closed. We called everybody. We're like, "Will you stay open for half an hour?" And they're like, "No." So we couldn't get towed anywhere. Like we had AAA, but where are you gonna go? Like you can't go anywhere if it's not gonna get fixed.
Right.
So like we stand at this truck stop, and luckily like the next day some dude pulls up, working guy. He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I'm a mechanic." He's pop those two things together. So me and Kit hitchhiked to the auto parts store with like 30 minutes left before they close. Just grab every part that might fix it instead of like the right one. We're like, one of these is gonna work, and like patch the thing back together, put all the radiator hoses back together, right, and like cut off, bypass the whole AC and heater unit, whatever, like straight pipe the radiator, and then had to straight line it to Philadelphia because we had to miss our New York show from Connecticut. So we're like smashing it to Philadelphia, and Luke's like, "We can't stop the puke. We can't stop." boot. Good times. Yeah, but we made it. Right as the local act was ending, we showed up. They were like, perfect timing. Sit down and play.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Exactly.
Right. I'd say that's the most folk punk solution I've heard is just puking right into your boot.
Yeah.
And a
He
plastic
put a plastic bag in it. Unlike Clyde, who puked in his backpack without putting a plastic bag in it.
Okay, did he empty the backpack out first though?
No. He didn't have wherewithal. This was not like a hangover, I feel sick puke. It was a blackout in the back of the van puke where he's just like, oh, don't touch me. I got him a plastic bag. We also got our window broken into that night, so it was laying in broken glass too.
Oh,
Ow.
It was fun, man. Can't wait to get back out there.
Find all the new places you could puke in.
Yeah, right.
How many windows can we get smashed in this tour?
Oh god.
We're going for the high score. I say 3 this time.
No more window smashing. No.
Right. No.
Like Starbucks windows and Target windows. Like, do not smash my van window.
Right.
Walmart for sure, dude. Smash Walmart windows.
Yes.
Yeah, smash Walmart windows, not van windows.
They're not cleaning. They're not social distancing. There's nothing. So they're the first ones.
Yeah, stay away from Winco because they're like, employee owned. That's like pretty communal. Winco's great.
West Coast.
Yeah, it's a West Coast thing.
Okay, yeah, we have Woodman's here, I think is employee owned like that.
Yeah, there you go. Stay away from your employee owned supermarkets. Go for that corporate bullshit.
You guys had played in Albuquerque too, with friends of mine, Low Cash Ninjas.
Yeah.
Cool fucking guy.
Sucks. Huh?
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad news, man.
I was so bummed that day too, like, cause he was so nice.
Yeah.
But
Complete
like all those guys, I mean, like they were running this DIY venue in like Shiprock, and then we went to the after party, like, and all the Res kids are fucking amazing. Like if you ever get a chance to hang out with them after.
Yeah. We've been trying to get out and play a show on the Res for like a bit now. It just didn't work out because we were touring with that other band, World Inferno Society, during that show. It's like we didn't get a chance to like kind of deviate and go out of the way because it's like money and chill. Not saying that they're bad people, they're great people, but like we were like booking stuff. But the next time we go through the Southwest, like we're really gonna try and go out and play the Res and like say what up to all the cool folks and shit.
Oh yeah,
Like,
shout out to Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, Dirk, all you guys, if you're watching, shout out.
Shout out for sure, man. Miss you guys. Need to spend more time together.
Wes Martin says burn Applebee's to the ground. Okay. I can agree with that. I worked there at one point. Yes. So what is your dog's name?
My dog's name is Bug. She's wearing a hat that says Bug Life.
Yeah. I saw the hat earlier and I'm like,
that's awesome.
There's my dog. This is Bug. She's pretty dope. She's pretty hardcore. He's like, Black Lives Matter, dude. Saves the brown people. Chihuahua. She knows what's up. Puerto Rican, she's Mexican,
Yeah,
Latino
dog for a cause.
Latinx. Yeah.
so cute, so awesome. Do you have anything new you'd like to plug or anything?
I think this is kind of a little early. Don't tell them about it, but secret surprise attack here. I got a new single dropping July 1st. It's kind of lined up with a 7-inch, right? But before the 7-inch comes out, if you subscribe to Punk with the Camera's Patreon, you can get the album artwork on a t-shirt. New t-shirt, limited design. You can only get to Punk with the Camera stuff, so don't tell anybody I told you to keep it on the hush hush. But Punk with the Camera's Patreon's about to blow up.
That's awesome. I love all the work he's doing. It's so good. I love that he just moved his page to being sweatshop free, right? So that's awesome.
All of his stuff is now sweatshop free. No more sweatshops. It's all nice, good companies making the t-shirts, and it is literally just him printing them. It's the only one.
That's nuts. That is crazy.
The only one, yeah.
And he's like the biggest anything in folk punk, like in terms of like putting stuff out besides music. Like that's crazy.
Content, merch, yep. He's the guy. Him,
Damn.
it's basically he prints stuff, and then Liz over at Dark Heart Society Print Shop, which is the same basement that Flail Records is in. So it's like,
Okay.
there's 2 houses. There's one in Houston and there's one in Portland. That's it.
Wow, that's
All
awesome.
folk punk.
Cranking it out.
Shoot me a message right before you drop it on July 1st.
Yeah,
Because I like to plug as much as I can with
yeah,
the people who've been on.
yeah.
She couple days after doing her music or her episode, because she's in Brooding Prudes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She dropped a like music video a couple
Yeah.
days later.
Yeah, that's how I spent the first week of quarantine. Was making a music video and then playing this. So
Yeah, I recorded this like a year ago and still haven't put it out.
but it's time.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Well, we appreciate you playing, and thanks for coming on. If you ever want to be on again, we'd love to have you again, and we're excited to see you live again
Yeah.
someday.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. Hopefully
Yeah.
it gets back to normal here soon.
Yeah. Well, have a good night and stay strong with everything going on, okay?
You too, man. Thanks again.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike. Have a good one, man.
Bye-bye.
That was such a